I first heard the purpose of my speech, which is to find my communication style, I took it quite literally. I thought this is the perfect opportunity for me to find what I excel at and what can be my unique selling point, or USP, as some of the marketing people would know. So I packed my bags, put on my hats, and got ready to find through my quest to find my communication style. As all quests begin, mine too began in front of my laptop surfing Google. And the first thing which is obvious to find is what is communication style. And the first search result said, I've written it in my hand, the habitual mode of interaction of an individual variously typified. This definition is as confusing as rocket science. And believe me, I study rocket science. So I thought I should divide it into two words, communication and style. It would be a bit easier to tackle. So communication refers to the exchange of information or talking, and style refers to the way one does it. Therefore, communication style refers to the way one talks. Then the next question arises, what is my communication style? Where do I excel at? How should I speak? Well, for this, I went to the all-knowing Toastmasters pathways. This holds all the answers to all public speaking related questions. So Toastmasters defines communication style into 4 categories: direct, initiating, supportive, and analytical. And I chose analytical, partly because I liked its description, but mostly because the Pathways quiz told me so. But still, even after taking the quiz, I was not convinced. Why is my style supportive? I can be direct. I insult people to their faces. But let's not get into the consequences. I can be initiating. Why? Because Toastmasters defines initiating as a style in which people talk more than they listen. And frankly, that's a prerequisite for becoming a Toastmaster. And analytical has become, for me, an occupational hazard. I'm an engineer. We have to be analytical. So then, why is my style supportive? Why did that quiz give supportive as my style? I thought and thought and thought. I put on all my thinking hats, surfed through all the websites. I even went to the Pathways manual again. Yet, no answer. But, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I had one arrow still left in my quiver. So, I went to the one who holds all the answers to all my questions I could ever ask. No, I'm not talking about God. I am talking about my mother. So, I went to her, calmly explained my predicament, and anxiously waited. She looked at me, exasperated, and a little bemused. Aditi, you, of all people, as a Toastmaster, should know that speaking is like an art. Art is various forms, and every artist knows those forms. I was dumbstruck. Of course, speaking is an art. It is an expressive art. Every conversation one has is like dancing. Sometimes you may have to break dance. Sometimes you may have to stand very still. Sometimes you may have to do awkward bhangra in your second cousin's wedding. And sometimes you may have to party like no one's watching. And so, speaking, the joy of speaking is because of the various forms it has. And I realized that my form is just not supportive. It's a mix of all of them. My quest came to an end. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me help you and save your quest time. Speaking and the communication style of speaking changes all the time. The myriad of types that we go through every day. So, as I realized, just speak. Speak till your words stop. Speak till your hearts are full. And the rest will follow soon.
Well,
Thank you. Over to you.